another weekly preview, the week of March the 4th through the 8th, the first full week of March. It's AK47 over at Prime Trading Investments and Tradecaster.com. Now let's get into it. Oh, and what a Friday we had here. One of the button on the press charts broke that downtrend on Thursday, went up with data released that morning, and we went up through and since. Nice good spike there from Friday or Thursday into Friday, almost about $10 on no earnings report as well, by the way. And so you can see we broke that daily downtrend we had from the Friday before last and made our way back on up. Now, what do we get this week now that earnings is done? In my opinion, we at some point, yes, could possibly see a sell-off. I will leave that downtrend in there just in case we ever, if and when we get back down that low, if we bounce off of it. Because look what we did on Thursday. How we finally broke the downtrend and look where we bounced off of that beautiful downtrend on Thursday. So let's go through the levels here. On Monday, watch for the crack of 511.80 here. In my opinion, maybe we do have a red day, or if anything, pullback city down to 511.40 through that to 511, and potentially all the way down here to that 510 mark, which was originally that 52-week high just over 510. That would be where I'd be looking for a good pullback overall, and then could get a little choppier for the rest of the week. Moving our way down under 510, possibly down to 508.75 would be like a magnet, in my opinion, under 510. Potentially down to 507.60, 50 area, somewhere through here. I don't think we get any lower than 507 though for the week. Now, if we do, this could be the pullback overall that everyone's been waiting for, which would take us back down to the low 500. So normal low for the week, 507. Ultimate low for the week could take us back down to the mid, or not say mid, but to the lower 500s, close to that 503 mark. Now, maybe even possibly a little lower. On the way back on up, let's say if we do hold 510, which would be huge. And if we do, watch for that push up to all-time highs. Potentially over 513.30 to the move to 514.50 to 515. Over that to 517.50. My ultimate high for the week will be somewhere right around 517.50 to 518.75. Now, again, the big key is, do we hold 510 or not? If we don't, watch for that 50 move down to 508.75 area. And if that doesn't hold, I would imagine we have a red week and it would have to recover at some point. Now, if we go up to start the week, and we start moving up on Monday into Tuesday, I don't think we would get any lower than 510. And that's why I'm kind of saying we may not get any lower than 507. The only way we get lower than 507, in my opinion, is we start off red for the week on Monday and Tuesday and start testing 510 and maybe cracking it. Then we can get to 507, and then below that, again, could get down to 503 area, but we have to start the week red. Over to AMD. We'll go to Apple first. I'm surprised this didn't crack back any further. We got a good short on Friday right here from Apple. Overall on the way back on down. Not much as well, again, because the market reversed and went back up, which you'll see some of these other tickers, how they reverse. Or I think if we had a red day on Friday, Apple would have seen probably 175, to be honest. We had been holding here, you go back to a longer time frame, that 179, 180 area for a couple of months and had not been below it in a while. I still think, and my target was 177.50. That was my main target to start off with in that trade. But there still could be some dumpage left on this, especially if we do start the week red across the board. Now through these levels, back under 179 again, watch for the move down to 177.50 area. Under that down to 176, potentially 175 for Apple. On the way back on up, now I don't think we get any lower, honestly, in my opinion, because this just doesn't move a lot. Under 175 for the week, but if we do, my lower low will take it down to 173 to 172. On the way back on up, as you can see here, we're in a downtrend overall. Where they want to start it from here, start this micro one. We are 100% in a downtrend. As you can see, the micro one starting here from recently. And so over 180 and 182-ish area are going to be key. I don't think we get any higher than 182.50 to 184 this week. Somewhere in 182.50 to 184 is going to be my high for the week. My bigger high for the week will take it back up to 185.50. Maybe 186. Over to AMD here, team. AMD, look at that move from Thursday into Friday. Carrying the market with it with NVDA. And, of course, you'll see how its big move as well that it's made. Big, but not, I mean, it's a big, percentage-wise, this was huge for AMD from 175 to 205 in 2 days. This does reek of a squeeze mode here, moving into Monday or Tuesday, which could then push the market up. And the SPY goes up with it. Now over 203.40, watch for the pop to 205, 207.50 to 208.75. 210 easily this week could be on watch for AMD. Normal high of week 210. Now we are at all-time highs here, so where do we go? I would say no higher than 212.50. I know we had a $20 day and $20 day, and then overall we moved about 30 and 2. I just don't see that continuing that much more into this week. So my normal high of day for the week will be around 210 to 212.50. The bigger high of day, or for the week, I should say, bigger high for the week will take it up to 215, maybe that 218.75 area. Now for the move back on down, cracking back under 200 will be key, and 198.75 for the move down to 196 area. Under 196, as you can see, resistance becomes support will be key for the move down to 192 and 190. 192 to 190, normal low for the week. Bigger low for the week will take it back down to this 184, 185 mark. Over to ARM, the newer kind of play we've been adding to the mix here. I would say overall over 145 and 150 will be massive, and over this 152 mark, 152 or 3, you can see right here up to 154, and this could blast, in my opinion, easily up to 157, potentially 164. My normal high for the week, as you can see here, we only still range about overall about $20 in the week. I say we don't get any higher than 164. Somewhere between 154 to 164 for the high of the week. For the low of the week, watch for this back under 138.75 area. Friday's low of day through Thursday and last Tuesday's kind of real support that you saw down to the real resistance then on Wednesday of 135 area. Under 135 to the support and bounce on Wednesday of 131. And we'll call it 132 down to 131. That is my normal low for the week. Your bigger low for the week, we'll take it back down to 125, possibly 123. Over to Goog, the Googanator. You go back to a 4-hour time frame, go back a little further here. We had not been under this 136-ish area in a while. So watch, that's on high watch, 136.50 and under 135 could lead to a pullback down to the 131 area. For the pop-up, you got to get back over 140, and we're popping to 141, then to 142.50, up to 143.50. 143.50, normal high for the week. 142.50, 143 for the high, normal high for the week. Bigger high for the week will take it up through 145, close to 146. Over to Meta here, again, all-time highs. And you can see here some of these plays that have been pushing the SPY up with it. Meta's another one. Great move finally through 500 on Friday and actually held 500. The key short's going to be where? Back under 500 in this 497.50 mark. Then we're crashing back down through 495 to 494. And under that down to 492. Under 492, watch for the pullback down to 488, 485. Somewhere between 490 to 488.75 will be my normal low for the week. Bigger low in case the market does start to give a bigger pullback. We'll take it to 480. For your high of the week, over 505, as you can see here for the Scud. It could be a Scud missile up to 507.50, 508.75, 510. Over 510 to 510 or 511.50, 512.50, right? I think this could easily see 515 next week, if not 525. So this could really start to roll up and use those numbers I'm always giving you. We're in a beautiful bull flag right here looking to squeeze. Now it could drop, but it's got to drop back under 500 and 497, and then we would see that move back on down. Over to, I didn't do Microsoft, my bad. I didn't type Microsoft in. I thought I was missing one when I typed them all in. This one will be a little choppier this week. Until we get over 420, it's still a little choppier day in, day out. So over 421, 422 right there, just leave it alone. Now, the one long I do like and keep this on high watch for Microsoft would be the move to that, and it's over 416. Over 416 right here, as you can see, resistance and resistance again. Over that for the move up to 420 and above it. Normal high for the week, most likely only that 421, but if and when we do break it, it should rocket to 520 or 425. Another one, speaking of which, look at that, finally through 600 and holding for NFLX. NFLX with a massive move on Friday as well, up to 620, $20 day. Now your key short's going to be where? Back under this little juncture at 616. Underneath that, we could fall all the way down to 610, and under 610 down to 608.75. Under 608.75 down to 605, and under 605 to 600. Under 600 down to 595. 595 to 590 will be your low of the week. It may not get any lower than that, though, if we don't crack 605, especially if we don't crack 610. If we bounce off 610, watch for that move back up, and again, over 621. Another one of those looking to squeeze on Monday morning here. Looking like a lot of squeezes here on Monday morning could be happening for that move up to 625 to 630. Overall to 635 for my NFLX. Again, A lot like with the SPY original play. What do we do on Monday or Tuesday? If we go up, your low won't be 595.95. You'll be lucky to see 600 to 605 again if we go up and squeeze to 630, 635. With a $20 day on Friday and a squeeze mode set up on Monday, could see 630, 635 next week. Could potentially see 650 on NFL. Another monster mover here on Friday as well. Here, of course, up with the SPY. Over 446.7. We'll call it 446.50, 446.70, 447 essentially. Watch for the move up to 448 and 448.75 to 450. Over 450, this could see 455 this week. Potentially 457.50. The short right here, beautiful, right at 445. Whole round number at 445. Watch for the crack of 445 down to 443. 443-ish area, then down to 442. Under 442 down to 440.50 area. Under 440.50 down to 439.25 and then potentially 438.75. That'll be my normal low for the week. Bigger low for the week will take it back to 436, 435 area. And last but not least here, we will go, I forgot two more. SMCI. Forgot about Tesla. Because I'm going to say last but not least, look at the monster move here from SMCI. $100+ move here in after hours on Friday. Again, why I've been holding this still long term, 2 shares for that move up. I'm going to sell one at 1080, and then the other token I'm going to hold for 1250, 1500. We'll see. Again, overall, 1,000 is going to be key. If we crack back through 1,000, watch for the crack to 985, all the way down to 960.50 area. Under that to 940, and then down to 925. Under 925 to 900, then down to 875 area, possibly down to 870. Somewhere in there will be my normal low for the week, 875, 865. Bigger low for the week will take it to 850, then down all the way to around the 835 area, maybe 800. Somewhere 835 to 800, bigger low for the week. For the push up, and we could see big numbers. Overall, your next target over 1035 is going to be 1080. Over 1080 to 1150, 1250. 1350, 1500. This could see 1350 to 1500 this week, team. I'll say my normal high for the week, 1250. Bigger high for the week, 1350 to 1500. I've been calling this for weeks. And last but not least, Tesla. I would not touch this. Look at the channel that we're in. Tesla over 205, 206 for the long. And your shorts back under 198.75 was literally my low of day and high of day on Friday in my morning alerts that I give out. We wouldn't see any higher than that channel, the top part of it, and we wouldn't see any lower than the bottom part of the channel. I still stick to that this week, that overall you better not trade this and be careful doing so unless we get over that 206 mark or back under that 198.75, 198 mark. Underneath, good short. Over, good long. Get ready for a fun week here, team. What do we get with the SPY? Well, I think that's all going to be capped off with what SMCI does. Does it roll through 1080 up to 1200? Does AMD go over 205 and hold 200 up to 210? Does Meta hold this 500 mark and go to 515, 520? Does NVDA, or let's see, here's the other one. Does NFLX hold 600, 620, go for more? Does NVDA hold 825, 830 here and go for more? Monday and Tuesday, it looks like another fun week here ahead of us, team. Get ready. I got you covered over at TradeCaster.com and Prime Trade Investments. Again, AK47 signing off. Get ready for a fun week, team.